Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 6th of March 2023. Unfortunately, March is not having a good start so far as the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is concerned. And when I was looking at these numbers, guys, the numbers are absolutely horrific, particularly when you talk about the 24-hour cryptocurrency market volume. It is ridiculously low. It just might be one of the lowest numbers that I've ever seen. And apart from that, even the volume of stable coins is down to $26.26 billion. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the lowest volume of stable coins in its history. So, a lot to cover in today's episode. Now, we're going to kickstart by discussing Binance. And unfortunately, 2023 is not looking a good year for Binance. And Binance US, which is a different entity, looks like the SEC is going after them for unregistered exchange. So, we'll go ahead and talk about that in today's episode. Apart from that, even Binance-branded chain is accused of stealing AI-powered NFTs. Definitely not a good outlook for Binance, so we'll go ahead and explore that in today's episode. And last month, guys, we did talk about some war going on in the world of stablecoins, and unfortunately, the Binance BUSD market cap is currently at $8.6 billion. So essentially, the last month or so, the market cap of Binance BUSD has gone down by over 45%. So in today's episode, we're definitely going to kickstart by talking about 2023 not being the best year for Binance. Apart from Binance, even Silvergate Bank looks like they are in some deep trouble and the shares have fallen down drastically. Now what has happened is that Silvergate Bank has discontinued its cryptocurrency payment network. Now unfortunately, news such as this might have a very negative impact in the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And look, guys, in the month of March, on the 22nd, Jerome Powell is going to be announcing the interest rate hike, and he's going to be taking into consideration quite a lot of things at a macro level. And I wouldn't be surprised if the interest rate hike is a little bit higher than last week. And if that thing happens, there is a very high chance that the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will be going down. So March is definitely a very critical month so far as the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is concerned. Guys, we're also going to be discussing some news regarding Lido. And is it rumor or is it a legitimate news? Now, the rumor was started by David Hoffman, who's the host of one of my favorite podcasts called as Bankless. Now, unfortunately, looks like he has retracted his statement, so we'll go ahead and explore that in today's episode. Like we do in every Crypto and Coffee a Day podcast, I'm going to be discussing two news from UAE. And the first one is ABO Digital, and they are planning to bring alternative financing in the UAE region, and it's got to do with the cryptocurrency market. So we'll definitely go ahead and explore that in today's episode. And the second news, guys, is to do with ChatGPT. Now, what I did is I asked ChatGPT to write an article on Dubai's role in the world of cryptocurrency, blockchain, metaverse, and Web 3.0. So I wanted to see what does artificial intelligence think of Dubai's role. Now, mind you, guys, ChatGPT only has information to 2021. So any information that has happened after 2021, ChatGPT or OpenAI will not be taking into consideration. But in this episode, I'll go ahead and explain what are the things that they are missing. So let's kickstart today's episode. Welcome to the Crypto and Coffee a Day, the daily podcast that keeps you up to date on all latest developments in the world of cryptocurrencies, blockchain, and NFTs. Join us Monday to Friday as we kick off your day with a cup of coffee and a deep dive into the exciting and rapidly evolving world of digital assets. We'll cover the latest news and trends in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space, as well as delve into the growing world of NFTs or non-fungible tokens and metaverse. Plus, we'll keep you updated on the latest developments from Dubai, UAE, and the wider Middle East region. Whether you're a seasoned crypto enthusiast or just getting started, Crypto and Coffee a Day has something for you. Our expert host will provide insight and analysis on the most important topics in the industry and help you stay up to date on the latest developments. We'll bring you interviews with leading figures in the crypto and blockchain space and explore the ways in which these technologies are changing the world around us, from the impact on traditional financial systems to the potential for revolutionizing industries and transforming societies. We'll cover it all on Crypto and Coffee a Day. So tune in and join us for a daily dose of Crypto and Coffee a Day, and let's stay ahead of the curve together. We'll start your day off right with the most important news and insights from the world of cryptocurrency, blockchain, and the metaverse, and help you navigate this exciting and rapidly evolving landscape. In Crypto and Coffee a Day, the daily podcast covers the latest developments in the world of cryptocurrency, blockchain, and the metaverse. We'll also bring you updates on the latest news from Dubai, UAE, and wider Middle East region. This also includes a range of topics such as developments in the local and blockchain industry, including new projects and initiatives, regulatory updates, and policies related to cryptocurrency and blockchain in the region, local and regional events and conferences focused on crypto and blockchain, interviews with leading figures in Dubai, UAE and Middle East crypto and blockchain community, coverage of any significant news or events related to cryptocurrency and blockchain in the region. By covering these local and regional developments, in addition to the wider world of cryptocurrency and blockchain, Crypto and Coffee at 8 aims to provide a comprehensive overview of the industry and its impact on the Dubai, UAE and Middle East region. Now before we kickstart today's episode, I have an important message, so check this out. Firstly guys, Startup OI is global one tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called The Race Space Podcast. So check out the Race Space Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Space Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform and search for Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast. Next, listen guys, there are 3 things that I'm extremely passionate about. One is extreme heavy metal, ice cold beer, and obstacle course race. And Tough Mudder is one of my favorite obstacle course race events taking place in the Middle East. Now, if you're into running, if you're into obstacle course race, you definitely need to check out Tough Mudder because they have a massive event coming up on the 18th of March, and it is, if not in one of the most beautiful locations in the United Arab Emirates. So listen guys, go to the website of Tough Mudder Arabia and look at the events. So there are different events taking place. There is 10k events, there is 5k events, and if you have your kids, get your kids along. And listen up guys, Tough Mudder is a series of obstacle and mud runs that'll push your physical and mental limits without the pressure of competition, a community built on teamwork and overcoming obstacles where stepping outside your comfort zone is a reward. And listen guys, when was the last time you did something for the very first time? So the event takes place in Ras Al Khaimah, and guys, the location is absolutely brilliant, called as Mina Al Arab in Ras Al Khaimah, and you can register for it now on the 18th of March. So you have a 5k event, 10k event, and if you have your kids, get your kids along. Now if you do want some heavy discount and get a 15% discount code, use the code George15, which is G for George, E for Elephant, O for Orange, R for Roger, G for George, E for Elephant, 15, that is the number 15. So once again guys, the code is George15. And look guys, one of my goals is to do 100 Tough Mudder, and I'd really like to do it in Dubai or in the UAE. And finally guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. it is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now guys, since we've taken care of that, let's look at the global cryptocurrency market. And unfortunately guys, the numbers are not looking good at all. This just might be one of the worst numbers that I've ever seen, probably in the history in a very long time. Now the global cryptocurrency market is at $1.03 trillion. Since the last 24 hours, it is down by 0.56%. But the biggest, scariest metric is the volume in the last 24 hours. Now listen guys, the total crypto market volume over the last 24 hours is at $29.71 billion. Also taking into consideration that since the last 24 hours, it is actually up by 11.57%. So on Saturdays, the number would have been absolutely horrific. That the total volume of DeFi is not looking good at all. It is down to $3.65 billion. And later on, we are going to be talking about some news regarding Lido. And because of that rumor, the prices of Lido token did go down by over 10%. Now, when you talk about the total value locked of DeFi protocols, it is still below the $50 billion mark. And as of today, it is at $48.56 billion. Lido is still dominating with 18.82% and $9.14 billion is locked in this protocol. Now guys, when I looked at the price of Lido, since the last 24 hours, it has definitely come up. But unfortunately, because of the rumor, it did actually go down. So I'll go ahead and explain that in today's episode. And guys, DeFi is accounting for 12.30% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. But once again, if you look at the numbers in detail, the numbers are definitely not looking good. And so far as the total value locked is concerned, Lido is clearly leading, followed by MakerDAO at $7.02 billion locked in this protocol, followed by Curve Finance at $4.96 billion, RV at $4.77 billion, and Convex Finance at $4.03 billion. Now let's look at the volume of stablecoins. The volume, guys, of stablecoins is ridiculously low, and I'm just trying to think at the top of my head if I've seen a lower volume than this. Because look, I've been looking at this number every day on a daily basis, and to be honest, I haven't seen the number go below the $30 billion mark. And today, the volume of all stablecoins is down to $26.26 billion, and Tether USDT is at $19.63 billion, followed by Circle USDC at $2.39 billion and Binance USD at $3.50 billion. And guys, despite the volume being low, stablecoin is accounting for 88.37% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. These numbers are absolutely horrific, and if you're someone who's getting into the cryptocurrency space, you definitely need to be worried on what you are investing. Now let's look at the market share, 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now Bitcoin's market cap has gone down and it is currently at $432 billion. Ethereum is at $191 billion. The 24-hour trading volume of both Bitcoin and Ethereum has gone down. It is down at $13.1 billion. And Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume is $4.9 billion. Now granted guys, these numbers are ridiculously low because it is a weekend, but even then, on a weekend, these numbers should not be so low, particularly when you talk about cryptocurrencies. This should be working 24/7, 365 days. Unfortunately, last weekend, the numbers are absolutely horrific. If you look at the dominance surprisingly for Bitcoin and Ethereum is the same. Now Bitcoin's dominance is 42.20%, Ethereum's dominance is 18.70%. Now in today's episode guys, what I'm also going to be sharing is the market cap of DeFi protocols, NFT platforms and metaverse. Now DeFi's market cap is only at $51.19 billion. Now mind you guys, this is different to the total value locked, and unfortunately the numbers are ridiculously low. Ideally you should be looking at 10 times or maybe 20 times the market cap of what it is currently right now. Now, so far as NFT's market cap is concerned, it is $21.49 billion. And so far as Metaverse is concerned, the cryptocurrency and blockchain protocols that are connected to Metaverse, if you look at the market cap, it is at $14 billion. So what I'm going to be doing, guys, in my Metaverse Everything podcast that I'll release on Friday, I'll go ahead and revisit this number. I wouldn't be surprised if the market cap of cryptocurrency and blockchain protocols that are connected to Metaverse might go down. Now let's look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at $22,421. Since the last 24 hours, it is marginally up by 0.74%. Since the last 7 days, it is down by 4.84%. Ethereum is at $1,568. Since the last 24 hours though, it is down by 0.63%. Since the last 7 days, it is down by 4.03%. And once again, guys, the Ethereum Shanghai upgrade will be taking place. I think it is around the second or the third week, which coincides with when Jerome Powell will be announcing the interest rate hike. So please keep a track on what is going on in the world of Ethereum. I wouldn't be surprised if the price of Ethereum does actually bump up to roughly around $2,000 or maybe even $4,000 before the Shanghai upgrade date kicks in and drastically falls down a day before the Shanghai upgrade. But it's also critical to understand that the date merges when Jerome Powell will be announcing the interest rate hike, and that could have an impact as well, so keep a track on those dates. Now let's look at Binance Coin, and unfortunately 2023 is not having a good start, and I'll go ahead and explain more about that in a bit. Now the price of Binance-BNB Coin is at $289. Since the last 24 hours, it is marginally up by 0.40%. Since the last 7 days though, it is down by 6.21%. So it's going to be really critical to see what the future of Binance is. And unfortunately, guys, 2023 is not looking a good year for Binance. Now let's kickstart by talking about Binance US, which is a completely different entity, and they also have a different CEO. And the news that is circulating right now regarding Binance US is that it is operating as an unregistered security exchange, and an official from the Security Exchange Commission did actually claim that Binance US is operating as unregistered security exchange. Now the official did actually say this during a Voyager Digital bankruptcy hearing, and the staff of SEC does believe that the token of Voyager Digital, which is VGS tokens, violated federal securities laws. Now guys, I did cover about this news. I believe it was somewhere in the month of October or November. So essentially what happened is Binance US did want to buy VSG tokens, but at that point of time, I do believe Voyager Digital or SEC did actually refuse, but later on they did actually allow Binance US to go ahead and buy these tokens. Now just to give you some context, guys, Voyager plans to sell its assets to Binance US as part of its Chapter 11 bankruptcy restructuring plan, and the vast majority of Voyager's creditors, that is 97%, have supported the proposal, and the hearing to discuss the plan is headed. And the hearing is still currently going on, but what will happen is, at a macro level, if Binance US is in a position to help Voyager, the customers will be benefited by it. Now, Binance US spoken did actually state that it is regrettable that an SEC staff member would make allegations that Binance US and platforms like ours are operating as unregistered exchange without specifying the assets listed on our exchange that the SEC considers to be securities. Now, what are your thoughts, guys? Now, based on my understanding, SEC's guidelines are absolutely crystal clear, so it's going to be really interesting to see what direction this turns out to be. Now, the Binance US spokesman did actually state that we, along with others in our industry, remain committed to constructive dialogue with regulators in supporting a comprehensive regulatory framework drafted and passed by Congress to ensure innovation continues in the United States. Now, look, guys, what I'd really recommend you to do is listen to Gary Gensler talk about cryptocurrency. Make sure that you look at information from the first source. What happens is, a lot of the crypto advocates do not like Gary Gensler because he's saying negative things about the product. Personally, I like Gary Gensler, what he's saying, despite his political affiliations. Now let's discuss some more negative news regarding Binance, and this is to do with stealing AI-powered NFT ideas, and there's some strong accusation that Binance is actually stealing artificial intelligence-powered NFT ideas. And Chad Casso, one of Binance BNB chain hackathon winner, did actually reply to a tweet by CZ, and CZ few days ago did actually tweet and mentioned about the power of AI NFT ideas, and he actually responded that what Binance is doing is taking his work and making a lot of money, and he blatantly called CZ and Binance for stealing his project. Now in that series of the tweet, he's also put out photographs where he's actually the winner, and he also showed his artwork. Now based on that tweet, clearly looks like Binance has stolen his idea, and Binance has refused to comment anything about it. Now, unfortunately, guys, this is definitely not good for Binance. Now, the third negative news about Binance is to do with its market cap. Now, as of today, guys, Binance BUSD's market cap is at $8.6 billion. Now, listen, guys, I look at this data on a daily basis, and before the whole drama between Binance BUSD and Paxos, Binance USD's market cap was roughly around $13 billion. It did go down to $10 billion a few weeks ago, and as of today it is at $8.6 billion. But since the last month, Binance USD's market cap has gone down by over 45%. And the market cap of Binance BUSD is definitely not looking good. This is because of the drama between Paxos and Paxos Trust. The stablecoin operator for Binance did actually announce that it would stop minting Binance-branded stablecoins. And Coinbase last week ago also decided to delist Binance BUSD. And look guys, there's a massive war going on in the world of stablecoins. This actually started in September of 2022 because in September of 2022, what Binance did was it merged Circle USDC's coin and transferred it to Binance BUSD. And since September, guys, the volume of Circle USDC has been going down and Binance BUSD's volume has been going up. And I've been tracking this on a daily basis. And unfortunately, Binance BUSD's market cap is on a downfall. And to be honest, guys, if you look at the daily volume of stablecoins since the second half of 2022, the volume has been going down miserably. I wouldn't be surprised when central bank digital currency goes mainstream. The volume of stablecoins would actually keep on going down. But unfortunately, as of today, despite the volume of stablecoins being more, it still accounts for over 88% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now, ideally speaking, guys, during times of inflation, during times of recession or even war, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies should have provided a safe haven. But unfortunately, stablecoins have been providing a safe haven. And look, guys, when you talk about stablecoins, a stablecoin issuer does not follow the ethos of open blockchain. They are always in a position to go and censor your transaction as well. So definitely not looking good. Now along with that thing, guys, one thing which I alluded to earlier on is the volume of DeFi. The DeFi market cap is only at $51.80 billion. Now look guys, we talk so much about decentralization, decentralized finance. Unfortunately, the volume of DeFi is not looking good. And to be honest guys, if this trend tends to continue, I wouldn't be surprised if central bank digital currencies does actually go mainstream and people in general would actually prefer central bank digital currency over DeFi. Now guys, let's discuss another massive news. This is to do with Silvergate Bank, and they have announced that they have discontinued its cryptocurrency payment network, and the decision to shut down Silvergate Exchange network followed the withdrawal of banking relationship by several major cryptocurrency firms including Coinbase, Gemini, Paxos and Circle. Now what does this mean for the cryptocurrency industry? I wouldn't be surprised guys that because of this news, there is a drastic movement particularly in the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now Bitcoin.com's article did actually state that Silvergate Bank claimed that as of 20th of September 2022, FTX represented less than 10% of its $11.9 billion total deposits from all digital asset customer, and Silvergate Bank is reportedly being invested by US Department of Justice over accounts tied to disgraced FTX co-founder and the legend Sam Bankman-Fried. And guys, just to give you some context, when Facebook did decide to launch a stablecoin called as DM, unfortunately they decided to close it, and those tokens and coins were purchased by Silvergate Bank, and unfortunately that project died down as well. And the guys who are working for Facebook's DM project are finally working on Aptos project, and we did speak about Aptos project few days ago in my Crypto and Coffee Day podcast, where the prices pumped up well over 80%. And this news, guys, of Silvergate Bank shutting down its Silvergate Exchange network will have some negative consequences. And Silvergate also revealed that it sold additional debt securities at a loss, leading to questions about its liability to operate. And guys, as a result, many crypto-focused firms suspended the banking operation, with Silvergate and its shares have plummeted to a record low. If I do understand correctly, guys, few weeks ago, a lot of the heavy giants did actually buy a lot of the shares of Silvergate. And guys, over a month ago, I do very specifically remember that BlackRock did heavily invest in Silvergate, and a lot of people in the cryptocurrency world were a bit surprised because BlackRock did actually bet on crypto bank Silvergate despite its drastic fall. Unfortunately, as of today, the share prices of Silvergate has gone ridiculously low, so it's going to be really interesting to see how BlackRock reacts to it. Because when I did read the news, I believe BlackRock did actually increase its holding in Silvergate Capital to 7.2%, and BlackRock is, if not one of the biggest financial giants. So guys, listen, at a macro level, I would be really curious to see how BlackRock reacts to the news of Silvergate. Now guys, let's discuss some news regarding Lido. It looks like there was some rumor which was generated by crypto podcaster David Hoffman. Now look guys, David Hoffman is, if not one of the best hosts in the cryptocurrency space, and his podcast called Bankless might just be the top 3 podcasts of all time. Now what happened is that David Hoffman did actually spread, but later on retracted to a rumor that the SEC has delivered a Wells notice to the decentralized staking service, but the spokesperson for Lido did actually decline to comment on it. But because of that, Lido LDO tokens did actually go down by 10%. Now look guys, I've been following this podcast on a daily basis and looks like this might just have been a mistake, and this is definitely no way of him manipulating the market. Now as of today, I'm still unclear if this is legitimate news or rumor, but the prices of LDO tokens have definitely bounced up. If you do want to check the prices, DeFi Llama is the place to go to check all price related information regarding DeFi protocols. Now guys, let's discuss two news from UAE, and the first news is about ABO Digital that is planning to bring alternative financing structures to region's crypto market. So let me try to give out some information regarding ABO Digital. Now the website is abodigital.io, that is A for Alpha, B for Bravo, O for Orange, digital.io. And ABO Digital, guys, is an investment firm focused on providing alternative financing solutions to cryptocurrency projects using their token. And ABO Digital is part of Alpha Blue Ocean Group, which is a multi-family office committed to providing flexible capital solutions for publicly listed companies in the form of structured pipes, which is called as private investments in public equity. And based on the website, it states that they have over 90 plus pipes since inception in 2017. So over 90 plus private investment in public equity, $2 billion worth of total financing commitments, 40 million average commitment size, and 14 jurisdictions broad geographical mandate. So let me try to give out some more information regarding this news. And Alpha Blue Ocean has launched a new investment company called ABO Digital in the Bahamas and Dubai, UAE. And ABO Digital will offer alternative financing solutions to early stage and high growth companies in the digital space. And ABO Digital will leverage its experience as a private investment in public equity, also called as PIPE investor, with over $2 billion in financing commitments in the past 5 years. And the company will provide innovative and flexible funding solutions to give blockchain projects access to more capital raising options. And look guys, if you're a startup working into the cryptocurrency, blockchain, Web 3.0 digital space, you definitely need to check out ABO Digital. And the new financing structure addresses a need in the cryptocurrency market, particularly given the current market conditions. And if you look at the volumes today, it is absolutely not looking good at all. So definitely makes sense to utilize the benefits offered by ABO Digital. And Amin Nejdai, the CEO of ABO, believes that this is the perfect time to launch ABO Digital and help fill the reduced pool of available growth capital for cryptocurrency projects. And the launch of ABO Digital is expected to align with digital asset space growth in the next cycle after the current bear market. And the UAE's Web 3.0 sector is strengthened by considerable government efforts and investment to build a solid, robust ecosystem that will enable businesses and individuals to thrive within the space. So definitely brilliant stuff. Now guys, listen, there is so much of hype going on in the world of Bitcoin, Metaverse, Web 3.0, particularly in Dubai. So what I did was I asked ChatGPT to write an article on Dubai's role in cryptocurrency, blockchain, Metaverse, and Web 3.0. Now mind you guys, ChatGPT or OpenAI has only information till 2021. So what I'm going to be reading out is information that is created by ChatGPT. But once again, remember that the information is only till 2021. So they do not have information that has happened after 2021. So I'll go ahead and explain that as and when I talk about it. So what I did in OpenAI ChatGPT, I only wrote, can you write about Dubai's role in cryptocurrency, blockchain, Metaverse, and Web 3.0? Now, so far as cryptocurrency is concerned, what ChatGPT gave out is that Dubai launched its own cryptocurrency called Mcash in 2017, called E for Elephant, M for Mother, Cash, and the Dubai Multi-Commodity Center has launched the Crypto Center, a free zone for crypto businesses. Several cryptocurrency exchanges have been launched in Dubai, including BitOasis, Rain, and Arabian Bros, and Dubai is home to several crypto and blockchain conferences, including the World Blockchain Summit and the Dubai International Blockchain Summit. And the Dubai Financial Services Authority has issued guidelines for crypto assets and ICOs, and the Dubai Economic Development has launched a blockchain-powered business registry system. But this is the information that it gave regarding cryptocurrency. Now let's look at blockchain. Now the Dubai blockchain strategy aims to make the city a global leader in blockchain technology, and the Dubai blockchain platform is a digital infrastructure that enables government entities to share and access data securely and several government entities have launched blockchain initiatives, including the Dubai Land Department, Dubai Electricity and Water Authority called as DEWA, and Dubai Customs, and I believe they have left out Do. Now, Do is a leading telecom solution provider, and they have been active in the Bitcoin blockchain space going back to 2014. I'm a bit surprised that ChatGPT did not actually pick that thing up. Now, the report by ChatGPT does actually state that the Dubai Future Foundation has launched the Global Blockchain Council, a public-private partnership aimed at exploring the potential of blockchain technology, and Dubai has launched several blockchain-powered initiatives, including a blockchain-based payment solutions for government services and a blockchain-powered waste permit system. And Dubai is home to several blockchain conferences, including the Future Blockchain Summit and the Global Blockchain Congress. Now, look, guys, the Future Blockchain Summit might just be one of the biggest blockchain events probably in the entire world, and I did attend it going back to 2017, which I believe was the first ever Future Blockchain Summit. Now let's see what ChatGPT says about Metaverse. Now, one thing to note is that Sheikh Hamdan did actually launch the Dubai Metaverse strategy in 2022, and unfortunately, ChatGPT definitely did not pick up this news. Now listen, guys, if you don't want to find out everything about Dubai Metaverse strategy, I have a standalone episode explaining everything about Dubai Metaverse strategy. Now, going back to the report states that the Dubai Future Foundation's Virtual Society initiative aims to explore the potential of the Metaverse to enhance communication and collaboration, and the Dubai 2040 Urban Master Plan includes a vision for a hyper-connected city that integrates the physical world with the Metaverse. And the Dubai International Content Market has launched a Metaverse-focused conference called MetaCon, and Dubai-based startup Visionary Realms is developing a Metaverse-inspired game called Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen. And Dubai has partnered with companies such as HTC to explore the potential of virtual reality and augmented reality technologies. And the Dubai Future Foundation has launched several initiatives to support startups and entrepreneurs who are developing Metaverse-related solutions. And look, guys, all of this information is only till 2022. There are loads of developments that are taking place in the Metaverse, and in order to stay connected and be updated with information regarding Metaverse, check out my Metaverse Everything podcast that I release every Friday. Now let's look at the final news, that is Dubai's role in Web 3.0. And the Dubai Future Foundation has launched the Dubai Blockchain Challenge, which focuses on Web 3.0 technologies. And the Dubai Future Accelerator program supports startups and entrepreneurs who are developing innovative solutions using Web 3 technology. And Dubai has partnered with Consensus to launch a blockchain-powered Smart Dubai platform that aims to use Web 3.0 technologies to improve government efficiencies. And I do believe, guys, Consensus office is in Dubai Design District 3. Now, I do remember having attended a meetup going back to 2017, and this was before the whole ICO boom as well. And the Dubai International Finance Center has launched a FinTech House Focus Accelerator program that includes the focus on Web 3.0 technologies. So quite a lot of changes, guys, are actually taking place in Dubai so far as Web 3.0 is concerned, and Dubai has launched several initiatives aimed at developing digital identity solutions using Web 3.0 technology. And Dubai-based startup called Insured Mind is developing a blockchain-powered insurance platform that uses so-called Web 3.0 technology to improve efficiency and transparency in the insurance industry. So what did you think of this article, guys? Mention your thoughts in the comment sections below. So those are the news, guys, from Crypto and Coffee Dates on Blockchain DXB. In case if you have any feedback or suggestions, please drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com, and also check out my website www.blockchaindxb.com, and also check out my other website, that is area2071.com, that talks everything about Metaverse. And if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes, it's going to be an Ask Me Anything series where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's Josh from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Leon who asks, do you see any big hype in 2023? Now, to be honest, Leon, Web 3.0 is a big hype which I've been seeing particularly since the last half of 2022, and that trend is continuing in 2023. Now, according to me, Leon, Web 3.0 is only hype and has very limited use case, and I did release an episode a few weeks ago where I did talk about everything wrong with Web 3.0. Now, people are thinking that Web 3.0 is a new technology. Now, this whole hype of Web 3.0 is not something new. And Dr. Gavin Hood was the guy who did term Web 3.0. And Dr. Gavin Hood is also the co-founder of Ethereum. And he did use that word going back to 2014. But ever since the NFT hype died, people are looking for new ways to promote the product, get funding from investors and venture capital funds. Now, Web 3.0, I do think is a lot of hype, but very limited use case. And in 2023, Leon, because of the whole hype of ChatGPT, there's currently a lot of AI-enabled coins that have been in the news lately. And I believe Daily Coin did actually publish a report which does actually explain the different types of AI-enabled projects that are linked to cryptocurrency. Now, to be honest, 99.99% are absolutely useless, and I don't see any use case of having a coins or tokens attached to them. And one thing, Leon, there are very limited use cases of Web 3.0. And I've said this time and over in my podcast, rather than using your email address, if you were to use your private key, which is connected to your public key, which is connected to your public address, that is one use case of Web 3.0. Other than that, you have zero knowledge proof. And I said this time and over again, zero knowledge proof is extremely expensive. So to do it on a decentralized protocol does not make absolutely any sense. Zero knowledge proof can be implemented by a central entity, but there is a very high cost associated by that, and it just defeats the whole purpose of using Web 3.0 if a central entity is responsible for making zero knowledge proof work. Now, privacy is great, and one thing to remember, Leon, right now in 2023, a lot of the projects are proclaiming that privacy is brilliant, but unfortunately the fact is an average person does not care about privacy. They should care about privacy, but an average individual does not care more about privacy. Now, I do feel that right now, privacy is turning out to be a marketing tool for startups and businesses to get more funding from venture capitals and high net worth individuals. These are my thoughts. And one hype which I would like to see in 2023 is more use case of Bitcoin Lightning Network. And I've said this time and over again, Lightning Network, not blockchain, is probably the next best innovation after Bitcoin and zero knowledge proof. Now, there is also some hype surrounding NFTs on Bitcoin blockchain, but look, when we talk about an average individual person, unfortunately, it's not going to go mainstream, because in order to have NFTs on Bitcoin blockchain, you need to learn certain line of codes, and only then it's going to get mainstream adoption. Think of, using, let's say, Facebook or Instagram. You do not require to learn any codes, but let's say in order to use Instagram or Facebook, if you had to require some codes, if you need to write some codes, do you think people are going to use it? I definitely don't think so. So those are my thoughts regarding the hype in 2023. So that's all for today, guys, on the Crypto and Coffee Date from Blockchain DXB. In case if you have any feedback or suggestions, please drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com, and also check out my website www.blockchaindxb.com, and also check out my other website area2071.com, and area2071.com has everything regarding metaverse. And remember, guys, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. we have Crypto and Coffee Date, where we cover top news and information pertaining to Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and metaverse. And how the series of episodes on the Crypto and Coffee Date works is, we usually cover some top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other two news and information is related to Dubai, UAE and Middle East, and the world of Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and metaverse. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.